So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the final segment, the final module of this course, in which, after again, we've tackled every single business task that can be outsourced, right, with leveraging these AI agents. It's now time to talk about design and graphics, right? If you will, a small extra that these AI agents can help you with, right? Now, in this lesson right here, we're going to be talking about logo design and illustration, right? And again, you can source and access these agents by clicking on browse categories and graphics and design. So let's actually explore the logo creation primarily capabilities of these AI agents. So right here in the left part of the screen, it's obviously requested for us to add the business name and also potentially the business description. So we help people monetize, right, their knowledge by creating and selling courses online, right? Now, the logo colors, let's select the colors. So I would select this one. I think it's perfect. And this is actually part of my brand identity, right? These are the colors of my brand identity. And of course, I can also change and of course select like different colors. But these colors right here, the luxury and elegant colors, really are in parallel with my brand identity. And for that, and of course, by the way, you can also like select custom colors, right? But this color palette right here really applies to my business. So let's actually see just with this information right here, the business name and the business description, the logo that this AI agent will create for us. And of course, it's not going to be just one logo. As you can see, it will generate minimalistic logos, which are clean, simple designs, geometric logos, which are like shapes and patterns, abstract logos, and vintage logos and hand-drawn logos, 3D effect logos, typography logos, all that stuff. So the first ones that were generated were geometric logos. We got this one, this one, this one, this one, right? Then we have like minimalistic logos, these ones right here. We got abstract logos that we could use, all right, vintage logos. Look at this, Coach Creation Academy, like a vintage logo. I actually kind of like this one right here. So you can see that these are pretty basic, simple AI logos, right? Now, as these are generating like the hand-drawn logos, the 3D effect logos, and the rest of the logo categories are regenerating, I can actually click on the regenerate button. Then you will see that it will just create new abstract logos. So for example, I really like this one right here, right? So you can of course download it or like it. And if you like it, it just moves into the category called liked logos. And again, let's regenerate, for example, the minimalistic logos. Here they are regenerated. Regenerate them again, right? You can see it's just slightly tweaked. Or the geometric logos, for example, we can go ahead and regenerate the geometric logos, right? This is just a very basic, again, application of these AI agents in the logo design. Now let's move into the more interesting category, in my opinion, which is the illustration category. So in this, again, while you're leveraging this AI agent right here, you will be able to transform your ideas into stunning custom illustration by which are tailored to your vision and your style. So let's just do an abstract illustration, right? For example, let's see, illustration details. And it's literally just pretty much leveraging AI, right? It doesn't really apply to your business, but still, like you literally can create illustrations out of nowhere. So I want a person who turns his thoughts into money by teaching online, right? What will this illustration be used for, right? Let's say that this illustration would be used for an Instagram post, and of course, the same thing we could also generate from the social media category of these AI agents. But let's see how it's gonna be turning again this description of mine into a post, for example, ready to be posted on Instagram. And this is what this AI agent came up with. You can see that these are AI generated, let's say, abstract ideas and illustrations, but they actually make sense. And I really like how it managed to visualize what I asked for, because it's not that simple. Let's actually try the abstract illustration one more time, but like let's try the 3D isometric illustration because I'm also a huge tennis fan and it's so tennis. So I'm going to be pasting the same illustration details and let's say Instagram post, right? Oh, let's do one more time. Instagram post. Oops. Right here. Generate. And let's see the exact same prompt, which is a person who turns his thoughts into money by teaching online, right? How it's going to be turned into a 3D, let's say, illustration. This is actually a very cool 3D illustration of that, right? Exactly what we were looking for, a money tree next to a computer, right? Or this one. I really, really, really like these illustrations, right? And of course, these are tailored for Instagram posts. So I'm going to show you now how you can actually leverage this, right, into, for example, an illustration that could be used on your website, right? So let's say that we want a realistic illustration, right? And I want to use an image of someone working on his computer to illustrate on my website. So I would say a man teaching online, right? Website image. Let's say, for example, that I have a website, just like my website, in which I just showcase all of the course creation features, and I want to add an image of someone who's satisfied teaching online. I can literally generate this with AI by using this agent right here. So here it is, image 1, image 2, image 3, image 4, all right, by changing, let's say, change the face of the person, the orientation of the person, but this is literally someone like teaching, or at least looking at the camera from his computer. And again, many different applications of this. We got the sketch color, watercolor illustration, vintage realistic illustration, vintage realistic black and white illustration, a flat illustration, hand-drawn illustration, all of that stuff, right? So you can really play with this and imagine different applications of this, again, tool and this agent for your business. And I think that this concludes the graphic and design section and segment of this course. Right now, thank you very much for being here and sticking up until the end of this course. I'm going to see you in the final thank you message that I have tailored for you, right, which is coming right after this lesson, in which I have also a small gift for you personally from me. Okay. So this concludes the graphic and design segment of this course, and I'm going to see you in the final thank you message of this whole installment.